The roar of the engines fills the air. The deep, guttural growl of massive machines coming to life. As they prepare for another incredible journey. The ground shakes beneath them. The weight of the colossal equipment crack the earth itself. But the team, unfazed and focused. Moves with absolute precision. Every movement calculated. Every decision made with years of experience and extreme heavy machinery transport. It isn't just a job, it's an It's an art form, and today, the stakes have never been higher. Every inch of the route has been meticulously scouted. Every possible hazard has been studied, analyzed, and accounted for. The machines about to be moved are more than just steel and iron. They're the lifeblood of industries. The backbone of construction, mining, and agriculture. But getting them from point A to point B? That's a whole different beast. The trucks, trailers, and rigs lined up at the start of the operation. Are nothing short of monstrous. The tires alone are the size of cars. Their tread built for navigating the toughest of terrains. The engines purr as they warm up. A low rumble that sends a shiver down your spine. Each driver and operator steps into their respective vehicles. Ready to face the next challenge. The first hurdle appears as a series of jagged rocks. Scattered across the path. Blocking the way. The convoy has no choice but to move forward. Negotiating each obstacle with nerve-wracking precision. You can feel the tension building. The machine's edging closer to the rocks. We've got this. Mutters one of the drivers over the radio. But there's no mistaking the intense focus in their voice. The wheels of the massive hauler inch over the rocks. Every movement a calculated risk. A slight miscalculation. A moment's hesitation and disaster could strike. Easy, easy. That's it. The crew member's voice shakes with relief as the truck clears the obstacle. The wheels kicking up a cloud of dust. But there's no time to celebrate. The road ahead is even more treacherous. Convoy speeds up, engines roaring with power as the next challenge looms. Incline that seems impossible to scale. The ascent is so steep. It looks like the heavy load will simply tip over. But the team's expertise shines through. With precision timing, they lock the brakes and engage the low gears. The truck's slowly inching its way up. Every inch a battle. Sweat beads on the driver's brows. Their hands steady on the wheel, eyes focused. We're climbing it, we're climbing it. One of the operators exclaims, and for a brief moment, there's a cheer from the crew. But as the load reaches the crest of the hill, the ground begins to shift beneath them. A low, thunderous rumble shakes the air, and the earth begins to give way. Comes a shout from another operator, the panic unmistakable. The truck's tires slip on the shifting soil, and for a moment, it feels like everything is about to come crashing down. But with a quick maneuver, the driver corrects the angle. The load steadies, the tension melting away. The convoy's crew members exchange a look of disbelief, their hearts still pounding in their chests. That was too close. Another operator breathes, but there's no time to dwell on it. The next challenge waits ahead. An even more dangerous stretch of mud that threatens to swallow the massive truck's whole. The convoy approaches cautiously. knowing that one wrong move could see them stuck in the muck. The drivers inch forward, their eyes scanning the terrain, looking for any signs of trouble. As the first truck enters the mud, the tires begin to sink, the heavy load pushing it deeper into the swampy earth. The wheels spin helplessly, sending mud flying everywhere. "We're stuck. We're stuck," the voice of the operator rings out, desperate. "Hold on. We got backup coming." Another voice calls out, and soon the second truck is there, pulling alongside, its tires sinking as well. It's a race against time now, the mud thickening, the trucks sinking deeper. The clock is ticking. With a burst of strength, the second truck's engine roars to life. It's an all-out effort now, the two machines working together in perfect harmony. With careful coordination, the first truck lurches forward, its wheels gaining traction, its momentum pushing it out of the quagmire. The second truck follows, and before long, both machines are back on solid ground. The crew lets out a collective sigh of relief. "That was one for the books," one of the operators says, wiping the sweat from his brow. "But we're not out of the woods yet." The convoy presses on, navigating increasingly treacherous terrain. A deep ravine lies ahead, the steep drop-off threatening to swallow the equipment whole if any mistake is made. The convoy's lead driver takes a deep breath, eyeing the drop with caution. The other drivers follow suit, each maneuver with extreme care as they edge closer to the ravine. "Easy, easy," comes a constant mantra over the radio. And then, just as it seems the convoy will come to a stop, the lead truck begins its descent, slowly and carefully, the wheels clinging to the sides of the ravine as the vehicle navigates down. Every inch feels like a small victory, every moment of progress a breath of relief. The drivers work like clockwork, each one fully aware of the dangers of the task, each one trusting the other's expertise. As the convoy reaches the bottom of the ravine, the cheers can be heard, faint but full of excitement. It's a race against the clock, but the team is winning. Up ahead, the final stretch lies before them. The road is clear now, but the machines are exhausted, their engines groaning from the stress. The convoy is moving slower now, but they're almost there. "Let's finish this strong, folks," the lead operator says, his voice steady but filled with pride. The machines are nearing their destination, the end of the journey in sight. But even as they make their final push, the adrenaline is still running high. The thrill of the challenge, the weight of the responsibility, it all comes to a head. And then, finally, they reach the destination. The massive equipment is unloaded, the job complete. The convoy pulls to a stop, the dust settling around them. The operators disembark, their faces a mix of exhaustion and triumph. They've done it. Against all odds, the heavy machinery has been transported, the team's expertise, precision, and strength having conquered every obstacle. "Nice work, everyone," the lead operator says, his voice full of admiration. "That was one for the books." As the camera pans over the exhausted yet victorious team, the sheer scale of the operation is made clear. The machines are immense, and the challenges they face were extraordinary. But the operators, they're just as extraordinary. Each want to master their craft, pushing the limits of what's possible, proving that with the right skill, determination, and teamwork, no challenge is too great. And as the final words echo, we leave you with this. If you want to see more incredible feats of engineering, more jaw-dropping transport operations, and more of these heart-pounding moments, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned, because the next adventure is just around the corner. Don't miss it.